Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing tonight? My name is Elisa Mardigan, otherwise known as the Mom Boss Coach, and I'd like to welcome you to my weekly Monday evening live. And tonight we are going to be talking about creating your one-liner, or in other words, your elevator pitch, so to speak. So first of all, I just want to make sure that I am in the group. You guys can see me. I'm not in some other group I shouldn't be in. Let's just make sure. And yes, there I am. Okay. So, hang on a minute. I can never see anybody's comments. Okay, there. Okay, so first of all, why do you need a one-liner? I'm going to call it a one-liner. It's the same thing as an elevator pitch. It just, I don't know, one-liner sounds better. So the first thing, hey, Cynthia, thanks for hopping on. The first reason is it helps you to explain to people, for one thing, what it is that you do. Okay, when you have an outside job at a company, it's easy to tell people what it is you do. But when you are in the network marketing business, it's a little more difficult because, first of all, you can't just say, well, I'm in the network marketing business, because there's so many of them out there. You can say you're in the network marketing business, but you need to elaborate. You need to explain who you help, how you help, and why, so that is why you need your one-liner. And it also helps for when you start advertising on places, and even on your Facebook bio, underneath your picture there, underneath your profile picture. Now, granted, it's very few characters you can put there, but if you have it short enough, you can put that right there. So it helps for on your bio, on your blog, on your Instagram, everywhere. You will end up using this one-liner everywhere. So, hey, Monica, thanks for hopping on. Okay, so how many, like, really, I mean, this happens to me sometimes. How many times have you been out somewhere and you've either come across an acquaintance or somebody from college or high school that you hadn't seen in years, and you're chit-chatting away, and you've had the perfect opportunity to tell them what it is you do? Now, first of all, the best way to get them to ask you that, if they haven't yet, is to ask them what they've been doing. Like, what do you do? They will tell you, and then the general response would be from them, and what is it that you do? So that's how you can get that conversation going. But if you don't know what to say, or if you're going to flub over the words and hem and haw and not be exact and not be confident in what you're saying, it's not going to do you any favors. So, ways that you can use your one-liner for network marketing: you don't want it very long. Like, the reason it's called an elevator pitch is because it's supposed to just be as short as it is to take a ride up a few flights or down a few flights, right? Like, by the time you get on and get to your stop, you're done. So you can use it for direct prospecting, like if you're going to be going through your list and contact people about your business. So if you do the cold messaging thing, you can use it there. And even if you're going to businesses, like, it all depends on your niche, right? You can use it, obviously, as the answer to the "what is it that you do" question. Okay, and that's probably one of the most common ones that you will be using it. You can also use it every time you meet someone new and you introduce yourself. Because when you're introducing yourself, you generally, you're getting to know each other. And one of the common questions people ask is, what do you do for a living? Okay, so that is that's bringing in new leads. That's new prospects. It can be used as your introduction at networking meetings. So if you belong to any networking groups within your city, And if they're meeting now during this crazy time, I know none of mine are. If they are, it's virtual. So it can still work that way. That would be your sentence that you would say to introduce yourself and explain quickly what you do. You can modify it a bit and use it for an ad, whether it's in the newspaper, on the radio, on a podcast, on Facebook ads, anywhere. When you're speaking on the phone with your cold market, or even on Messenger or Zoom, or however it is that you speak to your leads and your prospects, you introduce yourself and then you ask questions to see if your prospect has interest in learning more about what you do. Now, if you need to leave a voice message, instead of just saying, hey, it's Elisa Mardigan and here's my number, give me a call back, you could also use your one-liner. Okay, so this way, the people that are interested in what you have to offer them will call you back. And then you're not wasting time on the people that don't really want to know anymore. You can put it on your own voicemail message on your cell phone. You can put it in your email signature. You can put it on your business cards and your flyers. That's why you don't want it too long. Like typically it's kind of one sentence. Okay. Put it on all your printed materials if you make any. You can use a shorter version on your website. So like in your Facebook bio, it has to be a short, because you also kind of in your bio, and I talk about this in the Facebook facelift program, but in your bio, you also on Facebook, you also want to provide a link. You want to provide a link where you want your audience to go, whether it be a Facebook page, Facebook group, outside website, outside of Facebook, an email list you want them to join. So your bio part needs to be super short for Facebook in order to also include a link. Another great way is in your email signature. That way, everyone who sees it, they see your signature and it's like an advertisement right then and there. If you participate in forums or other groups that your audience could be in, you could use that there as well. You could go so far. I'm not sure if I like this idea, but it would probably depend on the group that you're in. Like if it's LinkedIn, I would use it this way on LinkedIn, not Facebook. But if you were on LinkedIn and you were in a group that had your ideal audience, you could comment in the group and as your signature, put your one-liner. Okay, I don't suggest doing it in Facebook, but LinkedIn is the perfect place for that. So those are some ways that you can use your one-liner, okay? And then I'm sure there are a million other ways you could think of too as you go along. So how do you go about creating this one-liner? And don't be afraid to change it. I still change mine every once in a while. I'll look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I like it that way. Hey, Judy, how's it going? Hi, Rebecca. So I'm always tweaking my one-liner. Okay, so don't be afraid. It is not set in stone. So don't be afraid to tweak it as many times as you need to. Okay, so first of all, you need an icebreaker. Now, this is either going to be in person or even on Messenger. Okay, because you can go to a person's profile and this is how you also build rapport. You go to their profile and you see if you have something in common with them. You see if there's something you can compliment them on, if there's something you can ask them, anything to break the ice, anything to start the conversation. Okay. Observe their clothes. Like, this is easier in person, but even on Facebook, are they always dressed up in their photos? Are they, that sort of thing. You look at their hair. Who are they hanging out with? What's unique about them? So pay them some type of compliment or ask them a question, something to strike up a conversation. And oftentimes, if you can find something that you have in common, that's the best way to do it. But if you can't find something right away that you might have in common, then just ask them a question about where they live or something you've seen that they posted. Okay, so just be interested in them. Don't worry about what you are, don't worry about you. Just be interested in them, ask them about them, and then pay attention to their answer. And this is especially true if you are on audio, okay? Like in Messenger, you're typing, so you can always read it after. But if you are on a Zoom call or a regular phone call, you need to make sure you pay attention to what they're saying. And if you have to write it down, write it down. I highly recommend writing it down. Okay, so when you pay attention to their answers, then you're building rapport. You are using this opportunity to find out more about them, so that you can see if they're even your audience, that if you even want to go further. Okay, so you might not even ask, or you might not even end up telling everybody your one-liner, because throughout your conversation, you might find out, oh no, this isn't my audience. This isn't the person. Okay, so one of the easiest and most natural ways to use your one-liner is to use it as the answer to the what do you do question. And like I said earlier, you can trigger that question by first asking them what they do. Then they're going to turn around and ask you that same question. Okay, so the first part of your one-liner is the opening. So you want some benefits in there, and you want your target audience in there. So like for me, for instance, I help, well, I have two, because I have two streams of income, two different businesses. So for this one, for the Mom Boss Coach, I would put something like, I help women network marketers get, whoops, I'm trying to clean here. I hope it's not messy behind me. I'm dropping everything. I help women network marketers climb out of the marketing quicksand and learn how to do attraction marketing with simple strategies so they can create the life they want. And see, I change it all the time. The life they want, and become extraordinary leaders for their team. Because most network marketers want to be leaders so that they can guide their team as well. So that's that one. Okay, let's do another one. Let me try that again. Okay, so I help women network marketers climb out of the marketing quicksand and learn the simple attraction marketing strategies that will get them and their team to the level in their business that they desire. Something like that. I'm always tweaking it, and I actually tweaked it the other day and wrote it down, but I haven't looked at it since. But you get what I'm saying. So here's some more examples. I teach people how to earn a substantial additional income working from home. Or I work with one of the best paying companies in America. We're a marketing company, and we market one of the most needed products in the country. That's pretty curiosity building right there. Like you're thinking, whoa, what's the most needed product in the country? That's going to get questions asked for sure. I work for a company where everybody is rewarded for their contributions, not their title. Now this one, it's not really, see, you want your audience, you want what they struggle with, and you want how you're going to help them, the benefit, and then how that will benefit them. Those are the pieces. Okay, so like I teach people how to earn a substantial additional income working from home. That's a great start. But you should also put how that's going to benefit them. Okay, or even and I wouldn't say people, narrow it down. You need to narrow down in order to get the right audience and get them coming to you. If you're trying, like, and I've said this a million times too, if you're trying to speak to everyone, you'll be speaking to no one. So I could say, I teach women network marketers, say, okay, I teach women network marketers how to earn, no, sorry. I teach stay-at-home moms how to earn a substantial income working from home so they don't have to worry about how to pay the bills or something like that. So you're putting in your audience, you're putting in what you're helping them with, and you're putting in how it's going to help them. Okay. Now, part two would be the hook. So this is where you want to, well, I suppose okay. This is where you want to share some benefits of the product or the business opportunity. So this depends, and you can't, and I know a lot of network marketing companies have more than one product that help with more than one thing, but perhaps your company will have a main product that is the draw-in, okay? So like when I was with a company a couple of years ago, they had a main supplement product that is what we used to bring people in as customers or business builders. But then they had other products. They had smaller supplement products. They had skincare. So if your company has a main product, perhaps go with that one so that you can narrow down the struggle that your audience is having and be able to speak about just one thing. So if you're going to go the product way, so if you are sharing the product as opposed to the business opportunity, just think about 3 or 4 benefits about your product, what it can do for your customer, but then choose the one that you think will be most attractive to your customer. Okay, so write down 3 or 4 benefits of your product and then circle the one that you think your customer would resonate with the best. Now, do not talk about the characteristics of the product. Do not talk what they're made of. Do not talk about the scientific studies about the ingredients that are in it. People don't care. They just want to know how it's going to help them. Okay, so what will your product do for your customer when they start to use it? Okay, that's it. That's all they care about. Okay, now, if you're going to be talking about your business opportunity, so you may have 2 different one-liners, one for your product, one for your business opportunity. Okay, so talk about the benefits that your opportunity brings into the lives of the people that will hop in with you. Okay, now don't talk about compensation structures and all of that stuff, because especially if people are new to the network marketing business, they'll be like, whoa, what the heck are you talking about? This sounds super confusing. No thanks. Okay, now if you're talking to someone who has already been in the industry and is just looking for a new company or an additional company, you can tell them because they'll understand it. Okay, so do not talk the technical stuff. You can, once they're in, that's when you share all that stuff. Okay, you can talk about the financial freedom, the time freedom, the being able to be there for your kids all the time, going on vacations, and all the benefits that you are experiencing or that you are going to be experiencing. Okay, so just again, you'll have to think, okay, well, what is the main struggle or the main reason why my audience would want to have this type of business? Are they in corporate America and they just need to get out? They're stressed up to their eyeballs. They never see their family. They work 90 hours a week. They just want out. Okay, so it could be that. It could be that their day job is not their passion and they just can't do it anymore. Or they've never liked working for someone else. They want to build their own dream and business. There are any multitude of reasons why someone would want to do this as opposed to a 9-to-5 job. Okay, so just write down all the reasons and then choose 1 or 2 that would resonate the best with your audience. Okay, now part 3 of the one-liner is the call to action. This could be Well, this depends too when to use it. Okay, so there are two ways that this can go. So if what you have just told your person about your one liner, if it's raised enough interest, they will just start asking questions. Like that one about, I work with one of the best paying companies. We're a marketing company and we market one of the most needed products in the country. My first question would be, well, what's the most needed product in the country? So that would be my first question. Okay. So they will automatically, if they're interested, start asking you questions about it. So you may not need to go any further. Just keep the conversation going. But if they don't start asking questions, you want your call to action to be in a way that it's just encouraging conversation. So you're still talking back and forth without being pitchy or salesy or anything. Now, if this is your personality, you can use the direct approach by simply asking them, would you be open to taking a closer look at what I do and see if it might be a fit for you? Okay, so if you like the direct approach, do that. However, an indirect approach is usually better and more efficient in this industry because the prospect won't get defensive and it'll make them feel like they can find out the information without being obligated to go further. Okay, so this would look something like this. Do you know someone sharp like yourself who could use more income on the side? That's okay. To me, I don't like that one. I don't know. It just, to me, that sounds more like it is a backhanded compliment for sure. And it might work on some people, but it's almost like you're buttering them up. Okay. But I would probably in that, yes, that would be a question I would ask eventually, but it wouldn't be the very next question. If someone wasn't showing direct interest in asking me questions, that would not be my very next question. I would probably talk a little bit more about what it is they do, their life, what they like to do, what they wish they could change, anything like that. And then I would say, well, if you know anyone like that would love to have more income or a second stream of income or wants to get out of the rat race or whatever, I don't know if I would say, do you know someone sharp like yourself? Because I don't know. It could just be me, but that's almost car salesy, like used car salesman-y. I don't know. Maybe keep out the do you know someone sharp like yourself. Don't say that. Just say, do you know of anyone who'd like to get out of the rat race or create a second stream of income to save for a vacation or whatever? Just something simple like that. Okay, so here's some examples. I'll give you some examples of some one-liners. Now, when I say one-liners, they might not just be one line. Okay, it could be 2 to 3, sentences, but they're short enough that you could bring it down to a one-liner. Okay, so here's one example. I teach people how to earn a substantial additional income working from home. It's one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. I started doing it part-time 2 years ago, and I've never looked back. It's given me the opportunity to pursue my passion and have extra time to spend with my family. Do you happen to know anyone that could use an additional stream of income? That's not bad. But then again, just remember, depending on the situation, you might not ask that question right away. Okay. Let's look at number 2, that best product thing. I work with one of the best paying companies in America. We're a marketing company and we market one of the most needed products in the country. Many people work with us on the side and we set them up to make significant extra cash flow. We are expanding fast and need more help right now in this area. Do you know someone with a great personality like yours who could use more income on the side? Okay, so those 2 are for the business end of it. Now, they're not my favorites. And that would be more so if you are cold messaging, I think, and even more if you are using it on LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is very business oriented, and I don't think most people on LinkedIn, they appreciate that type of straight to the point, and they're business minded people. Okay, but I'm not sure I would use that in those words exact on Facebook. Now, let's see about the product side. So, okay, so well, as you know, the nutritional value of the foods we consume each day is now lower than ever, and that causes a lot of health issues. I work with a team of world-class doctors and scientists that have figured out an effective way for people to get proper nutrition by adding just a few natural products to their usual diet. Do you know anybody that could use products like that? Okay, so this is an elevator pitch that you would say to somebody um, when you're trying to get them more information. Okay, now when I say one liner, I mean, who do you help, what do you help with, and how do you help them, and what benefit are they going to get? So let's take this one I just said and tweak it a little bit. So what if we said, I wouldn't bother saying I work with a team of world-class doctors and scientists. I would say I help people, or you could say I help women, I help men, I help children, whatever you're, let's stick with women. I help women. No, let's do this. I help moms. I help moms I help moms get oh geez. Hang on a minute. I help moms create a healthier, nutritious, meals for their family by adding a few natural products to their usual diet. Okay, so I help moms, that's your audience, create more nutritional meals. So you're telling them what you're helping moms do by helping them add a few natural products to their usual diet. Okay, that's what you're helping them do. Or how you're helping them. And then you could go on to say, so that they are confident that their family is getting the nutrition they need. Okay, so let me write that down in case, hang on, so I can maybe put it in the comments after. Okay, so I help moms create more nutritional meals by adding a few natural products to their usual diet, so they can feel confident that they are giving their family a healthy meal. Okay, so that is what the one-liner is. Okay, so again, I help your audience do whatever it is they need to do for their struggle by, and then telling what it is you're giving them or helping them, how you're going to help them, and then the benefits so they can, or whatever. Okay, so I will put that in the comments so you can see it just at a glance to get an idea. Okay, so you're not asking anyone to purchase anything. You're not asking anyone to look at anything. You're just simply stating the fact that you are helping moms create more nutritional meals for their family by adding a few natural products to their usual diet so they can feel confident that their family is healthy. Okay, that's all. Now, as the conversation goes on, they may ask you questions. And if not, then you can go to the spot that says, do you know anyone who struggles with creating fast, nutritious meals? Because that's a lot of moms struggle with that. They need something quick. And oftentimes quick is not nutritional. Okay, so that's an example. Hang on a minute here. What's happening? I think so anyway, and then you can take that one liner, and it doesn't always have to be those exact words in in that exact format. Because that'd be, first of all, that'd be way too long for your Facebook bio. So you would have to play around with it to make it shorter. So you could probably just say, I help moms create more nutritional meals. And then your link would take them to either your Facebook group or your blog or your website. As long as the website does, you probably have to put your link as a bit.ly link so that you have enough characters. Because again, remember, you don't want to blast who what your products are and who the company is, because you don't want them Googling, you want them to ask you about it. Okay. So if you need some help, I know this was a bit, because I'm not good at thinking it up on the fly. But that's basically how you do it. Just as long as you have the audience, their struggle, how you're going to help them, and the benefit they get with your help. Okay. All right. Let me just see what's going on here. Does anyone have any questions? My browser's stuck. Okay. I can't. Let's close that. Well, let's see on here. Okay. All right. Let me just scroll here, see if anyone has any questions. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. I know a lot of network marketers do not have this in place, especially if you are just starting out. But I highly suggest you create this one-liner, this elevator pitch, as soon as you can, because first of all, it's going to help you know who your target audience is, and it's going to help you attract your target audience, because as you tell people this one-liner and as you post this one-liner places, people are going to say, oh, well, that's me. Let's go see what she's got going on. Okay. And because a lot of other network marketers don't have this one-liner, you are going to be ahead of the game. Okay. In getting more leads just by using this one-liner. Okay, so if you need help with anything, your target audience, where to find them, what to post to attract them, I have a brand spanking new membership program open. It opened last week, and it's called the Mom Boss Coach Mentorship Program. And I created this program so that everyone can join. I didn't want money to be an obstacle for you to learn how the attraction marketing strategies and get your business going. So this goes month by month. It's $27 a month, and you can cancel anytime. And you have access to 14 trainings and growing, because as I get more, I will throw them in there. And you also get access to a private Facebook group where all the other mentorship people are. And that is where I will be going in and doing Q&A sessions. And you can also just post questions as you're going through the trainings, because everybody will be on a different training. If you're interested in checking this out to see if it might be a fit for you, just throw mentorship down in the chat, and I will send you a message with all the info. All right, you guys have a great week, and we will see you next Monday. Bye. If you're still there, my computer's frozen and I can't turn off the camera.